All right, well, let's turn our attention to some of the roads out here as we take a look at Independence Boulevard. Cars going much slower than they are where Carla and the rest of the gang are right now. But yeah, you can definitely see those dark skies that are really starting to move in there. We do have rain on the way. Obviously, it looks like some wind, too. That camera's really moving all over the place. So let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane with our pinpoint weather forecast.
Yeah, let's talk about that timing because everyone needs to know when the roads are going to be safest for them.
I know, and I don't want to emphasize that we're talking about the chance of rain for tomorrow. During the day tomorrow, a lot of us will actually be dry. So the heaviest batch of rain doesn't really come through until tomorrow night while most of us are sleeping, and early Friday morning. And then it's back to sunshine for the weekend. So just kind of a quick hit of some heavy rain coming in tomorrow night. And ahead of that main event, we still have a couple of showers, a little bit of patchy light rain and drizzle that we're seeing in a few select neighborhoods, and especially up there in the mountains where we stayed on the cooler side today. But check out the temperature change outside of the mountains, as much as 10 to 15 degrees on the warmer side. We've had that sunshine, that warmer flow pushing in, and temperatures have jumped into the 60s to near 70. Rain on the way, and yes, that is the big headline. A lot of clouds overhead as we look live from our tower cam. Beautiful skyscrapers of uptown Charlotte in the distance. And right now, as we check in over the Queen City, and not too far from here and outside of our Queen City studios, the Charlotte Douglas International Airport, where these observations are taken, we've got that warm 68 degrees with that south wind picking up at 17 miles an hour. Dew points are climbing, so an indication of the increase in moisture. That's why we've got the clouds today and a little bit of patchy light rain. Relative humidity at 43%. And again, check out these temperatures. Lots of 60s on the board. We've got 65 in Gastonia, mid 60s in Concord, low 60s in Albemarle. Meantime, we're still hanging out in the mid to upper 50s, places like Wadesboro, Rockingham, underneath some of the cloud cover. Low to mid 60s through the upstate, though. And then we've got the chillier low 40s up in the mountain communities. 70s off to the south, and we will be feeling some 70s out there come tomorrow afternoon. As we look around on radar, most of us are nice and dry. We do have a little bit of light rain that's been tracking in from parts of Chesterfield County there and parts of maybe extreme northeastern Lancaster County. Some of this moving up toward Marshville, the Highway 74 corridor, Wadesboro, seeing some of that. Obviously not a big deal here, and we have seen some patchy light rain and drizzle up in the mountains as well. But all the more active weather is still back off to the west. Nothing too active out there at the moment close to this system, but it will get more energy and instability and tap into some of that warmth by the time that cold front area of low pressure heads our way. And again, that's why tomorrow night we're talking about the chance of some heavy rain and storms. As far as temperatures go overnight, not a big cool down at all. For the most part, we'll just hover in the 50s, and that's what we'll start early tomorrow morning, lows around the 50-degree mark. And only a few scattered showers expected overnight and through the day on Thursday. So if you still have some outside plans during the day tomorrow, most of us will still be able to squeeze those in without having to break out the umbrella. As I said, the heaviest rain not expected until overnight tomorrow night, early Friday, maybe a couple of thunderstorms in the mix as well. And the threats with that heavy rain that could lead to some brief or minor flooding. Some strong wind gusts will be possible as well. So tomorrow, more clouds and sunshine, much like we're seeing out there today, with temperatures warming up into the low 70s. We're going to get that wind picking up as well, gusting around 20 to 25 miles an hour, and real windy conditions coming into the mountains too by Friday. So Futurecast shows that through 9 o'clock this evening, a little more spotty light rain possible, that moisture lifting in from the south. Tomorrow morning, there could be some scattered showers out there, likely not much. You can see still not a whole lot of rain tomorrow afternoon, but then here comes that big swath of heavy rain where you see the darker green, the bright colors hitting the mountains and foothills first. And so this will likely be by 11 o'clock midnight or so, spreading over the Charlotte metro by 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then pushing off to the east. And so by the time a lot of you wake up and head out the door, send the kids back to school Friday morning, you're going to be saying, what rain? Yeah, maybe the ground will be wet, but unless you're woken up by some rumbles of thunder, you won't know that really anything much pushed on through, because it's back to drier conditions, ending with a little bit of snow up in the mountain communities, but not much accumulation, if any at all, expected. That severe weather risk is still on the low side with that dark shading of green. If we do get an isolated severe storm, not too worried about tornadoes or hail. Strong wind gusts would be the main threat. And again, some minor flooding will be a possibility with some of those heavier rounds of rain, especially up in the mountains overnight. But back to sunshine Friday afternoon through Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures just a little bit cooler.
All right. Thank you, Tara.